Justice Academy at Edison High School was asked to work in collaboration with the Board of Education and with elementary supervisors to create a curriculum for second grade elementary social studies. Since there was a lack of social studies being taught in the elementary school, the Civics and Justice class thought it would be a great idea to implement a Discovering Edison workbook into the curriculum.
It helps them learn a little bit more about the town that they live in. It helps them learn about the history of the town they live in and some activities that they can do there.
We were all given sections of the workbook to make pages on, and we had to work on this in school and out of school, so a lot of dedication was put into this and a lot of hard work.
There was no social studies curriculum before we started this project, and we felt that it's very important to include.
Well, in addition to the workbook, we also helped complete a web class where we contacted community leaders such as the mayor and the superintendent to speak on behalf of Discovering Edison. I personally reached out to each person who came to speak, and we filmed them with the help of Brandon Ewing from Edison.
Invited to participate in Read Across America, and it was really fun because we all got the chance to go back to the elementary schools that we used to attend when we were younger and read to the kids there.
So I read books about the community and about the mayor, so they really learned a lot about that. But another fun aspect of Read Across America was after I was done reading, they asked me a ton of questions about what it's like being in high school and what do I do and things about me. So you could tell that the kids were really excited about high school students interacting with them with this whole project.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh wow, I thought you were 30.
Prior to the commencement of the second grade field trips, as a class, the Civics and Justice Academy visited the Edison Memorial Tower and the Dismal Swamp on our own. While we were there, at each site we learned the history of the site and also gained some background knowledge as to what would be going on in the individual trips for the second grade students. The background knowledge that we gained on our trip was not only useful to us as students, but it was also proved to be useful for the second grade students because we were able to be useful to them during our visits with them.
Upon completion of the book, Discovering Edison, we had coordinated trips for the second graders in Edison to visit the Memorial Tower and the Dismal Swamp. We were each assigned to go on these trips and to answer any questions that the kids may have and be there for the kids because to them we're like celebrities.
My favorite part about the second grade field trips was we went to the swamp and the guide there asked the kids what they knew about the environment or what they knew about swamps, and all the kids' hands shot up and they all had the answers to all the questions and they knew everything, and I could really tell that they really were studying the book because of the information that they were giving the guide. You could tell it came from the book and they really knew what they were talking about, so that made me happy.
I believe it made an impact because especially when I went to elementary school, I knew nothing about Edison. I didn't know it, especially in high school now, until I researched it. And when we went to the swamp and the light tower with these kids, I saw immediate, you could tell they knew their stuff, they were learning it well, and they're learning it at an early age of the town they live in. They'll be able to participate more in their community. They know the history of Edison and their town, and it's really beneficial to be able to know the town you're living in.
What's really cool about this project is that every second grader in Edison received a workbook. So over 1,000 workbooks were distributed in the township, and the teachers are currently teaching from those workbooks in the teacher manual. So I'm really proud of this class this year and the project that they've created and some of the directions that it's gone in, and kudos to them. Job well done.